After being thrown off the Armageddon pay-per-view set by Mr. Kennedy during their last Ride match, Undertaker miraculously fought back and emerged victorious. Believing his feud with Kennedy was over, Undertaker shifted his focus to winning the World Heavyweight Championship. However, during his beat-the-clock qualification match, Mr. Kennedy interfered and distracted Undertaker, causing him to run out of time. As a result, Kennedy secured the best time, making him the #1 contender for Batista's title. The Undertaker was given a chance to be added to the title match if he could defeat Kennedy one-on-one. However, during their match, Kennedy attacked Batista, who was at ringside, prompting Batista to retaliate against Kennedy. This led to The Undertaker being disqualified, solidifying Kennedy versus Batista as a singles match for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Despite Kennedy's attempts to use underhanded tactics during the match, Batista overcame them and defeated Kennedy to retain the title. Later that same night, Undertaker entered the Royal Rumble at number 30 and won the match after eliminating Shawn Michaels last, earning himself a title match against Batista at WrestleMania. When their WrestleMania match began, both wrestlers attempted to take each other out early, leading to a brawl that spilled to the outside, where Batista slammed The Undertaker through the announcer's table. However, it wasn't enough to secure the victory. The Undertaker fought back, eventually hitting a tombstone piledriver on Batista to win the match and the World Heavyweight Championship. The night after Sheamus defeated John Cena in a tables match to capture his first WWE Championship, he won the Slammy Award for Breakout Star of the Year and boasted about defending his title at WrestleMania. However, it was later announced that before WrestleMania, Sheamus would have to defend his title against 5 others inside the Elimination Chamber. In the Elimination Chamber match, Sheamus managed to survive until the final 3, but Triple H caught him with a pedigree and eliminated him. Cena then made Triple H tap out to recapture the WWE Championship. However, Mr. McMahon appeared and announced that Cena had to defend his title immediately against arrested Batista, who quickly hit a spear and a Batista bomb on Cena, pinning him to become the new champion. The next night on Raw, Cena requested a rematch for the title at WrestleMania. McMahon agreed, on the condition that Cena could defeat Batista later that night. When their match began, Batista intentionally got disqualified, setting up their title match for WrestleMania 26. Their WrestleMania match was a non-stop back-and-forth battle until Cena gained the upper hand by reversing a Batista bomb into his STF finisher, forcing Batista to submit and securing Cena's 9th World Championship. After Brock Lesnar defeated Kurt Angle in a 60-minute Iron Man match to win the WWE Championship, Mr. McMahon held an official title presentation to congratulate the new champion. As Lesnar began his victory speech, Undertaker, accompanied by Stephanie McMahon, interrupted, with Stephanie announcing that Undertaker was now the #1 contender. In retaliation, McMahon booked the first ever father versus daughter I Quit match for the upcoming No Mercy pay-per-view. When their match began, Mr. McMahon viciously attacked Stephanie, applying submission holds in an attempt to make her quit early. When that failed, McMahon's mistress, Sable, attempted to hand him a steel pipe, but Stephanie's mother, Linda McMahon, intervened by taking out Sable and slapping McMahon. This gave Stephanie the chance to grab the pipe and launch a counterattack against her father. Despite her efforts, Mr. McMahon overpowered Stephanie and began choking her with a lead pipe. Seeing this, Linda threw in the towel to stop the match, giving Mr. McMahon the victory. But McMahon's night wasn't over yet. In the main event, Brock Lesnar had to defend his WWE Championship in a biker chain match against Undertaker. Undertaker was on the verge of victory, but just before he could use the chain on Lesnar, McMahon interfered and took him out, allowing Lesnar to strike Undertaker with the chain and secure the win. After helping Kevin Owens defeat Shane McMahon at the 2017 Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, Sami Zayn justified his actions by saying that Shane was a horrible general manager and challenged him to a fight. Shane declined the challenge and that his main focus was defeating Team Raw at the upcoming Survivor Series pay-per-view. In response, Sami and Kevin decided to attack Shane during the match, which led to Team SmackDown's loss. Following these events, Shane attempted to fire both of them. However, co-general manager Daniel Bryan intervened and offered them a chance to save their jobs if they could win a tag team match at the upcoming Clash of Champions pay-per-view, with both Bryan and Shane serving as special guest referees. Throughout the match, confusion arose between the two referees over who should count pinfalls, so they agreed to each officiate one half of the ring. After Owens took out one of his opponents with a frog splash through the announcer's table, Sami went for the pinfall. Shane decided to count on Daniel's side of the ring and stopped the count at 2, causing Daniel to exchange words with him. Daniel then executed a fast 3 count on Sami's next roll-up, giving them the victory and saving their jobs. After Triple H successfully defended his WWF Championship against Cactus Jack at the 2000 Royal Rumble, Cactus convinced Triple H to agree to a rematch inside Hell in a Cell at the No Way Out pay-per-view by putting his career on the line. In the early moments of the match, Cactus dominated using various weapons, but things quickly escalated when he busted open the cell wall, allowing both competitors to escape. Cactus was sent crashing through the announcer's table by Triple H, who assumed he had won the match. However, Cactus recovered and climbed back to the cell's roof, where the two resumed their fight. Determined to end the match, Cactus attacked Triple H with a flaming 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. He then attempted to execute a pile driver, but Triple H reversed the move, sending Cactus crashing through the cell roof into the ring below. From there, Triple H hit his signature pedigree finisher and pinned Cactus, officially ending his career, or so we thought. 1 week before WrestleMania 2000, Linda McMahon announced that she had rehired Mick Foley and that he would have one more opportunity to win the WWF Championship. However, Foley came up short again, and Triple H went on to become the first heel to win in the main event of WrestleMania. After Seth Rollins injured his knee and was forced to relinquish the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, a 16-man tournament was organized to crown a new champion at the upcoming Survivor Series pay-per-view. In the semi-finals, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose emerged victorious, setting up a main event showdown between the two former Shield members for the vacant title. In a closely contested match, Reigns claimed the championship for the first time in his career. However, as he was celebrating, Sheamus caught him off guard with a brogue kick, cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase, and pinned Reigns to become the new champion. Following the loss, Reigns invoked his rematch clause and was booked to face Sheamus for the title in a tables, ladders, and chairs match at the next pay-per-view. During their hard-fought battle, Reigns seemed poised to regain the championship, but the League of Nations interfered, attacking Reigns and allowing Sheamus to secure the victory. The next night on Raw, Vince McMahon granted Reigns one final rematch against Sheamus for the title, with the stipulation that if Reigns lost, he would be forced to retire from wrestling forever. Despite facing multiple interferences once again, Reigns showed resilience and overcame the odds to defeat Sheamus and recapture the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. After Goldberg entered the 2004 Royal Rumble at number 30, it seemed like he was poised to win the match and headline WrestleMania 20. However, WWE Champion Brock Lesnar derailed those plans by interfering in the Rumble, leading to his elimination. Chris Benoit ultimately won the match and challenged Raw Champion Triple H the following night, leaving SmackDown without a number 1 contender. To address this, General Manager Paul Heyman booked a 15-man Royal Rumble to determine who would challenge Lesnar for the title. Eddie Guerrero won the match and was scheduled to face Lesnar for the championship at the upcoming pay-per-view. 2 weeks before the event, Raw General Manager Stone Cold Steve Austin gave Goldberg a front-row ticket to the show, allowing him to seek revenge on Lesnar. During the match, just when it seemed like Lesnar was going to retain the title, Goldberg interfered and delivered a spear to Lesnar. This allowed Eddie Guerrero to hit his frog splash and pin Lesnar, becoming WWE Champion for the first and only time in his career. Goldberg and Lesnar were then booked to settle their differences in a match at WrestleMania 20, with Austin as the special guest referee. However, the match went on to become one of the most disappointing in WrestleMania history.